Don't break. Please. All the things just don't suck. Okay, got dirt all on my face already, and just starting off as a great video, Joe. Great video, but bent up some tubes, got some stuff done. We're gonna catch you guys up to where we're at in a second, but like I said, quick, easy little shock towers. They're 14 inches, 8 inches, 160 bend, and then repeat down. This one you notice is shorter than this one because I've actually already started to cut and whittle away at fitting one side up. And while I'm going through and getting the rest of that done, we're gonna catch you guys up on how we mounted the links, how we went through, got the steering mounted, and how everything's gone so far. So obviously everything's mocked up, tacked up, nothing's finalized. We got to circulate, we got to cycle suspension, we got to check everything out, we have to do a million things before we can finalize it. I want to get these coilovers in here. Let's jump into that today. So starting off in my little editing corner area I have, and check out my phone. She's mint, boys, she's mint. Caught up and you guys see where we're at. We have the links on, we have the drag link on, we have the tie rod on, we have the panhard on, we have everything on. And like I said, I was cutting, I was mocking up with the little guy's help, but now he's in the house obviously with Bubba and Sissy. So I was mocking up this coilover, and it's roughly what I got. So we got a nice fit up here on the back of the frame. I got a shitty tack on the front, of course, because I'm trying to hold it in place and reach over, close my eyes and tack. Yeah, wasn't working. Sometimes I wish I had help and not like a bungee cord and stuff. Wedged in a little piece of foam here to give me, you know, a nice air gap on this intercooler pipe so it's not going to touch. Lets me know that I can take this off because I'm clamped on both sides. A little bit of wiggle room. We're not touching anywhere over here. And then if you peek in on this side, I just made a little tab that's sticking off and grab this front one. Give me just a hair of space up in this tight one. But what I'm thinking is obviously a triangle down, you know, give it a little bit of strength. It's not exactly what I wanted, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world. Thinking this is gonna be version 1. What am I? Ricky Bobby. Yeah, this is gonna be version 1. At some point, I'll probably go with taller coilovers or something like that. Maybe we'll put these in the back and then I'll buy some taller ones for the front and then redo everything. I think with just a taller coil over, so the collapse length was a little bit taller, I could get away with a taller tower and all that. And I know you're thinking, you're gonna build stuff to go back and cut it out? What's the fun in cars ever being done, really? So yeah, at some point, maybe, you know, a year or two down the road, we chop the towers out, we make new ones. But for now, this will let us drive the truck. I miss this thing so much. I don't hate it. I know I can land a tube somewhere here and come around, and then wherever the other one is, we'll land it. Obviously, we have tons of 1.5 inches left. We have tube clamps sitting and waiting, so it's just really get this side done. I'm gonna mock this side up some more. I'm gonna get it all tacked into place where I know everything's holding itself. I still have to do the tabs, which thankfully I was smart and thought ahead and bought a pile of them. But so we'll get this all tacked up. Then I'm gonna try and hold myself to this. I'm gonna step by step the driver side with you guys so we can see kind of how I just took some 3/16 pickle plate, a portable bandsaw, a cutoff wheel, and a chop saw, and realistically I could have done it all with the cutoff wheel. The portable band just makes nice cleaner cuts, I don't have to prep as much, and then the chop saw just, I've always wanted to have a chop saw to make my cuts just one time and not have to rotate the pipe with the cutoff wheel, because even a brand new cutoff wheel will only cut so deep. I'm rambling, my nose is all runny, I'm getting rained on, but I'm manning through this. We're gonna get this done. I got a little bit more on that side, a lot more on that side, so let's jump to it. Let's get some time lapses up and see where we can end up. By the end of the day, are we gonna have a truck sitting on its own weight? Holy crap, I think so. Oh, I still have to assemble that coilover to make it look like that one, huh? Okay, so we got a lot to do. Maybe this is a two-part video, we'll see.
2,000 years later.
I lied. So remember how I said I was gonna step by step walk us through the driver's side? It rained and I worked, and then it rained some more, so I worked some more. Then it rained some more and I worked some more. So in the middle of all of that, I actually did a lot more than I realized. I made a mess in the garage at the same time too, which turned into a giant fiasco. And by mess, I mean literally, let me move my welding helmet. Look at this, there's just pieces everywhere. This is totally a handle from a jack that I cut and used to make slugs. A million things, as usual, but it's average Joe builds, so I'm average. Well, I'm gonna say below average in this instance, but I had no light at the end of it, and I ended up just using, see how not bright that is? Yeah. So, needless to say, I was having a fun time. Like I said yesterday, I did end up getting the passenger side mocked up, we'll say, tacked together to a spot where I'm happy it's holding it. I need to obviously weld and finish that side out. I started on the driver's side, and needless to say, I was losing my mind. I was getting my butt kicked. Nothing was working the way I wanted it to. At one point, I'm like, do I need to redo the intercooler piping? And yeah, then I thought, oh, my radiator hoses aren't gonna fit now. I ended up somewhat coming up with something that kind of fits, but right now it's just sitting in there. I'm gonna pull it out if I can without messing anything up, and we're gonna check this thing out, and we're actually going to see why I couldn't get it to fit, why it wasn't working the way I wanted it to, and why everything seemed like I was just having a terrible time. And that's because look at how this thing, it's not on the same plane. It's almost flat, not really. Just, it's one of those I ended up, the bends were the right bends. You know, they were two matched sides, but just wasn't gonna figure out the angle I needed or anything, so I did go through and I slugged this side. I gotta grind and blend some more on this. And this side, I have the slug tacked in and welded. I tacked it and lined it, which is not gonna, it's not gonna want to zoom in on that or focus on that because it hates me. But this side was just so I can mock it up. We're gonna go through some more mock up today, figure it out, and then actually, I don't know about you guys, but I think, maybe, thinking still here, not 100%, but I think with this nice weather, at the end of this video, we might have a truck sitting on its own weight. This coilover is assembled, everything's all good. As long as I can get the other one to be mocked up where I need it to, matched with this, maybe if we can get this in, get this one in, put this one together so we have two coilovers, we might be able to set this thing down on its own weight, see what the actual ride height's gonna be, and then figure out, if anything, push it backwards a few feet, look at it, enjoy it, see, is it gonna be squatted, not squatted? See if I'm in trouble now and I gotta worry about the back, or if we can think about having a drive shaft made and actually going through, getting the brakes finished in the front, emptying all the piles of boxes we have, and actually building a truck. Instead of rambling, let's get to some mock-up, I guess. Okay, now adjustments have been made. Let's put the light. Let's see what happens. Let's go. What? I don't know, let's just see what happens. Oh shit, it's on its own weight. I think, theoretically, oh, my screen's all messed up. I think oh. It sunk down on one side more than it did the other. I'm gonna have to figure some stuff out. Oh, I didn't even think about this. What? If the springs are too soft, the jack's gonna get stuck. I think a tack weld just broke. That's not good. Intermission. I don't have enough. We're gonna continue this. We're gonna continue this clip in the daytime. I am tired, I am frustrated, and I can't see shit. You can't see shit. I'll catch you guys in the morning. Well, starting the next day, day 3 of this off, and we're actually gonna be Yeah? He's telling me we're gonna definitely be changing the title of this video to attempting to set the coilovers up from the Squarebody and failing for the first time. I guess, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This isn't a YouTube channel where I try to hide things and, you know, make sure everything goes perfectly, because clearly this does not. I'll give it that it sits at roughly about the height that I wanted once I set it down, but it's back on stands now, and you guys don't get to see the height it's at because, one, it's probably not going to pick it up on camera too much, but this coil is leaned a little more than I wanted. It's more just my OCD killing me, but the main thing is the towers deflected so much at the top that I actually left an indent on that freshly powder coated intercooler piping. And the worst part was it started to crush my power steering pump. And if you look at that, that's like 2 inches deflection. So yeah, I have them ratchet strapped into place now, roughly where I wanted. I actually ended up, what are you chewing on? Let's find out together. What you got in your hand? What was that? Yeah, you better throw it. Shit. But so, yeah, I actually split one of the welds on one side on purpose with the Sawzall. So what I was doing this morning was ratchet strap them into place, split the weld roughly so it kind of leaned it a little bit. Now I'm the thickness of a Sawzall blade plus a 1/16 is the gap on that side, so I'm going to go through and weld that, which actually I'll probably get you guys in here and show you. But it ended up, oh, it's not going to want to focus. Yeah, I split that weld and see that gap that it left. So I'm going to go through and just re-weld that now, and then we're going to figure out some sort of off this up brace, or I don't know. I'm just going to post this though, and yeah, it's a fail. It is what it is. I didn't get it done, and but you know, the weather turned for the worse anyways. Yesterday was like 67 degrees and today's 50, 45-ish, and it's just pouring, so it is what it is. I'm in no big hurry. It's one of those kick in the pants. I was a little bit motivated, was hoping I was gonna get to set my truck down, roll it backwards, you know, take a bunch of B-roll, check it out, I'm all cool. In reality, I just proving to myself I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm winging it. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna hang out with this little guy as I adjust this stuff some more. So, oh, now he's gonna get shy and hide. You gonna say Average Joe builds out? Yeah. Average Joe builds. We're out of here.